Be strong.
It is possible that the Philippine Air Force will get both JAS-39 Gripen and F-16 Viper fighters, although the latest plan from the Department of Defense makes the latter option more feasible considering the combination of ETA and new fighters. Defense Sec. Gibo Teodoro confirmed that there will be changes to the specs and quantity of the multi-role fighters that the DND will be acquiring for the Philippine Air Force. Prior to this, the Philippine Air Force selected the Saab JAS-39 Gripen, of which 14 were offered despite the specifications calling for a minimum of 12 aircraft. If the Philippine Air Force changes the quantity of fighters to be acquired, it could spell doom for Saab and Sweden to sell the 14 new but unfinished airframes being kept by Saab for sale to interested buyers. Since there are only 14 airframes available, a change in quantity, which we believe could be between 24 and 36, closes the door to Saab. Therefore, the Philippine Air Force and DND will do a mixed procurement and take advantage of Saab's ability to deliver the Gripens in less than 2 years. There could be a silver lining for Saab and Sweden, though, as it may offer the newer JAS-39 Gripen. But based on news reports, it costs as much or even more than the F-16 Block 70 Viper, and the delivery lead time isn't good either, unless Sweden makes way for a potential Philippine order. If not, both reasons defeat the major purpose of going for Saab. As Max Defense PH already mentioned, there are ongoing negotiations for used F-16s to be procured or granted to the Philippine Air Force. Since brand new F-16 Block 70 Vipers are expensive and have a long delivery lead time, it is highly possible that the DND and Philippine Air Force are looking at mixed procurement of new and used F-16s. Another possibility is the procurement of 24 to 36 FA-50 Block 20 Fighting Eagles from South Korea, while also negotiating for used F-16C Fighting Falcons from the U.S. The Philippine Air Force was offered 2 squadrons of used F-16s from a European country that will be retiring its F-16s as they are now acquiring F-35 Lightning II fighters. Yesterday, during a Senate National Defense Committee hearing, Senate President Miguel Zubiri revealed one piece of information regarding the Philippine Air Force's request for 12 F-16s. Zubiri stated that there was an offer from a European member country offering 2 squadrons of pre-loved F-16s as the country is already in the process of retiring their F-16s as they are now acquiring F-35 Lightning II fighters. The amount needed to own those 2 F-16 squadrons is already equivalent to buying just 4 new F-16s. This acquisition will also include all spare parts, required training, and even simulators that will be useful to the Philippine Air Force. The United States has made room for the Philippines to purchase 12 new F-16 fighter jets. On the other hand, exercises conducted between the United States and the Philippines using American air assets would be helpful, which would further strengthen the country's air defense capabilities as part of the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA. Joint air exercises are very beneficial to the Philippines, where Filipino pilots are also trained, especially in flying F-16 fighter jets. Speaking of used F-16 fighter aircraft from excess defense articles or ETA, there is a likelihood that it may undertake a process that restores its airframes into 0 airframe hours, although the Philippine side may incur some cost regarding the upgrades of the said aircraft to the Viper variant at their discretion to do so. The used F-16s under Excess Defense Articles or EDAs are justified, as the production of brand-new F-16 Block 70 Vipers in Lockheed Martin's facility in Greenville, South Carolina subject to resume production this year after preparations of the production line transferred from Fort Worth, Texas took place, as the latter intends to be the new production line of the company's top-of-the-line F-35 Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter jet product. It is also worth taking note that the production of F-16 Block 70 Vipers also came with backlogs of orders from multiple air forces such as Bahrain, Taiwan, and Slovakia.